14th April 2007. Hi guys, we've got a special guest with us today. We've got Sean Moore on Twitter, from Twitter, fellow gambling addict. So if you want to talk, go for it, Sean. Just introduce yourself a bit.
Yeah, I'm Sean, and basically, I've been speaking to Andy on Twitter for a couple of months really, watching videos and that, but noticed that although there are similarities to our stories, that there are there's a lot of differences. So maybe just thinking that if I could get on one of his blogs, then hopefully someone's story might link with me, and then they might get out themselves, sort of thing. So I know he's doing a few other people, so hopefully there'll be a few people that might link with my story, and then say, you know what, time to give it a go on trying to get some help. I'll pass back on to Andy, and then he'll do his little bit, and then feel free to ask me some questions.
Thanks a lot, Sean. Yeah, so it's nice to have somebody else on with me today who's similar. We're all trying to fight this together. We're all got different ways of recovering and stuff and all that lot. How my week's been? I'm absolutely buzzing. I've just broke up for 2 weeks on Friday, so absolutely fantastic. I've travelled a bit today to come to see Sean. We're at Leicester Forest Sea Services. It's absolutely bucketing down here at the minute. Terrific, but it's like I say, it's nice to have Sean on. Nice to have them different opinions, different people on stuff and all that. Hi, Mike. Hi Ian as well, not Mark as well, it's great to have you on. So feel free to ask away any questions you may have and stuff and all like that. Hi Stephen, hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I've been running quite a few times this week, so keeping fit, keeping mentally alright and stuff and all like that. I've got a big day ahead tomorrow. I'm getting interviewed as part of an NHS gambling clinic tomorrow, so I can't really give you any more details.
Right, okay.
Can you hear us a bit better now? Is that a bit better now, Andy?
I said it was a bit too.
Yeah.
It's a bit too.
Hardly here. Right, okay. What we'll do, we'll go for a bit of a walk and see if we can find somewhere else. Give us 1 second, guys.
What about pausing?
Yeah. Well, we'll walk down to the cars anyway, so... Is that a bit better? We can just stand if you want, guys. We can just stand down here if you want. Yeah, but sound ain't the best. Is that a bit better now, lads, guys? Is the sound a bit better? Gambling Sucks is on. Darren, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Hi, Mika. Is that a bit better? Just trying to get a bit better sound for you guys. I know it's a bit tough and a bit hard, so... Yeah. About here, just stand here. Yeah, just stand here. Is that a bit better, guys? Just let us know if that's a bit better. Just waiting for some comments now. But I'll carry on anyway. I'll just repeat what I was just saying. Yeah, I've been through a bit of a sit in the motor. Okay, we'll go in the motor. Go to your motor. That's alright. Just give us a minute. We're going to walk across to the motor and stuff anyway. And yeah. Go back that way. Yeah, no worries. We're going to keep walking around for a minute or two, so don't worry. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask them and all that lot. Hi, Oliver, hope you're doing well. I have got Sean with me, just leading the way. I'm going back to his car. I'm going to do it from the car. It might be a bit better there, if you know what I mean. So, all good. I see there's 15 of you already on, which is fantastic. Yeah, got 15 on already, Sean. So, it's fantastic to have you all on. Is there any questions you have at all? How's your week been? How's your recovery going? Have you got any evidence or anything going off lately? Have you had a slip? If not, you can fight it. You can fight gambling addiction with all your might. There's no problems with it at all if you had a slip. All I envisage is keep talking about it and all that lot. I did use gambling. Yeah, to be fair, Big Logan, I was kicking and screaming to my first GA meeting. It was very hard for me to go. I mean, sorry if you're having reconnection issues. Do apologise. We're all walking around at the moment, so to speak. So it's quite difficult, really. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. I'm just gonna. Give me 2 seconds. We're in pouring down rain here. Hopefully not far from the car. Just give us 1 minute while I just, oh man, bit of a reconnect. Is that better, guys? It's alright, we're just getting in Sean's car now. Oh. Here we go. Right. Is that better, boys? Is that better, guys? Is that better? Yeah. So if you want to talk a bit about your story, Sean, feel free.
Yeah, well, basically, I've been gambling since probably about 15. You know, similarities with a lot of yous online at the minute. Started off with the old 50p, the pound bet, and then you have that win, and then, you know, it all spirals out from there. Fast forward to about 20, went to university for a bit, got myself in shitloads of debt because of gambling, had to leave university after a year. And then stupidly, I was in the bookies a couple of months after I left, needed a job badly, seen that they were advertising, and ended up getting a job in the bookies, and well, that's made it 10 times worse, and probably the reason why, you know, it carried on for so long, and stopped working in the bookies really. Horrible time whilst I was at work. I was constantly skint. I was constantly, I'd get paid, and then it'd be gone within the hour because there's a Betfred across the road. Then I'd be walking to work back and forth every single day. Never really got myself into debt whilst I was at work because I put my credit rating up that badly when I was at uni that I wasn't able to lend any more money. Luckily, that's got a bit better now. Attempted GA with two of my friends, probably 2013, 2014. Like I was telling Andy beforehand, GA is not for me. Sadly, the Coventry GA, where I'm from, is not a very good environment. It's quite a toxic environment with a lot of blokes. It's almost as if, like, you know, it's a competition to see who's lost the most. You know, me and my friends went 3 times, and all 3 times we were made to feel absolutely tiny when we left. You know, we had one bloke tell us that if we didn't come to both Thursday and Sunday meetings, we would not you know, beat gambling. And then we had one bloke who told me that I wasn't a proper gambling addict because I'd only lost a couple of hundred and he'd lost the house. And then that comment just sort of, like, you know, that done it for me. Obviously I carried on gambling again. I had a reasonable job, you know, probably earning £2,100 a month, and seeing absolutely nothing for that. It was gone every single day. The only problem was this time I was working in Birmingham, because I was having to constantly lend money to get to Birmingham and from Birmingham. You know, I was walking to Coventry train station in the morning because, you know, I would rather save the £5 per day saver and spend it on my break, sort of thing. I've left that job because I've gone back to university to do my nurse training, and obviously now I've started to notice that money is tight, but my gambling habits still stayed the same. Then I've got myself into a shitload of debt again through payday loans, and then when it got too much about November time, then I thought, you know what, I need to nip this in the bud now. Obviously, like, I told my girlfriend, like, that I'd literally no money for Christmas, and then it all come out from there, sort of thing. Bit of a horrible time. You know, it's not nice to, you know, have a girlfriend and then tell her that, oh, I've got no money to even, like, buy you a present or take you out. That's what done it for me. Then I got onto GamCare, and they sorted me out with meetings within a fortnight. Meetings started to go a bit well. Had a little bit of a dip around about mid-January where I lost a couple of £100, but it happened. Since then I've probably had another 2, but, you know, I've sort of learnt from my mistakes now. If it does happen again in the future, which I'm not ruling it out, because, you know, that's the worst thing to do, is rule out that you're gonna have blips. I know what to do next time. My girlfriend's in control of my money. You know, I set up a second bank account. She transfers money to my bank account whenever I need it, and it's going quite well at the minute. You know, I've got nearly £2,000 in my bank account, and that's money that I've never seen before. So yeah, it's early days now. Obviously I've come on because Andy's been doing it for 12 years and he makes it look really easy. I'm only 6-7 months into my recovery, so you know, I've come on just to sort of like pass on the message that it's a long road, and if the early days you know you fail, you think you're failing, you know, to stick at it sort of thing. So I'll pass you back on to Andy, and then feel free to throw your questions at me, and I'll be willing to answer.
Thanks, Sean. I really appreciate you
Nice one.
telling your story quite quickly there. It's really good. Appreciate that a hell of a lot. And obviously it might shine with some other people's recoveries and other experiences with gambling addiction as well. Obviously it's bits in mine as well where I was like sharing stuff and all that. It's great to see you back for the show and you've not committed suicide. That's brilliant, mate. I'm glad you're still here with us. As you say, Mika, for women it is quite hard to go into like a GA room because it is predominantly male, and I get you, so to speak. Hi Mark. You've brilliant seeing your video already, Mark, and very raw, very honest, and I can confirm as well on the 11th of August, Mark will be joining me like Sean is here now, doing a live version of the vlog. Just a quick bit of housekeeping. Next Sunday I will not be doing a live vlog. I am on holiday, so I'm going to have a week off, basically, if that's okay with you guys. Well, it's great. Gambling's the way to go, Sean. Brilliant,
nice one, thank you, mate.
Darren's a brilliant guy. He's got videos out as well.
Yeah, I think you followed me on Twitter the other day once you said that I was going to be on the video sort of thing. So yeah,
good stuff. I mean, as I say, there's loads of us out there who are recovering. We've got different stories. I mean, my obviously Sean, GA didn't work for him, but obviously for me it was a godsend for me. So we've got two different opinions there, which is absolutely fine. Everyone's got different ways. He's gone through GamCare and gone through the Aquarius meetings and stuff and all that, and that's fantastic to see. And like I say, 6-7 months clean. He's got all the barriers in place. He's got his missus looking after his money and stuff, and that's probably the most important barrier to have. You talk about the opportunity and money, and he's got that money barrier in place.
Yeah.
If he's getting that urge to gamble, he's got that break neck there, and no one can, he can't gamble. Obviously gamble.
But it's like I was saying beforehand. You know, this we were talking a little bit beforehand about self-exclusion, and obviously because I was saying back in the day I used to work in the industry, so I know what self-exclusion is like. Do you know what I'm saying? I know that they're meant to check this self-exclusion folder daily, but I know that they don't. So the last 3 years I've been self-excluding through the central self-exclusion thing. I've been leaving it 3-4 months, and I've been going back in, and I've been able to gamble in every bookie that I wanted to because I know that they don't check. But this time, you know, I've got the Gamban app where I'm banned from every single online bookmakers. You know, I've got this Gamblock, which I'm not too keen on. It was good at the start, but if the VPN doesn't connect, then it renders your phone completely useless. So, you know, I'm not saying don't get it, but I'm just saying I will not be renewing it at the end of the year because it doesn't really work for me. It doesn't say that it's not going to work for you, sort of thing. Get a second bank account. You know, obviously I went with Monzo because I was set up a bank account within minutes. You don't have to go with Monzo. Go with any bank account. Send all your money to whoever can look after it, and just ask for it when you need it. You know, sometimes my girlfriend does get a bit annoyed because I'm constantly saying, "Oh, can you transfer me £10?" You know, and I feel a bit of a burden having to do that. But you know, she understands. You know, she knows. Oh, this is what's got to be done. I'm self-excluded from every single bookie in Coventry. I'm self-excluded from every single bookie in Birmingham because I work in Birmingham. So, you know, I was finding myself. I was going to work and I was asking for a break where I knew that the racing would be peak time, and then so I'd spend all day not really bothered about work, and I'd be waiting to go on my break, and as soon as my break finishes, I'd be as soon as my break starts, I'd be running to the bookies. And you know, I remember one time, you know, I picked up a bank shift, and NHS isn't great money anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So then I ran to the bookies on my break, and I ended up losing £450 on that break in the space of 45 minutes. And I was sitting there thinking, I've got to work, you know, 3.5 shifts to earn that £450, and I've just spunked it in the space of 35 minutes.
Yeah, I just want to jump in on that bit there. What you were just saying, you look at the relatives of it all now. You have to work 3 or 4 shifts. And that's probably a good mindset now. You know what? If you get that urge to gamble, you've got like 400, 500 notes in your bank account for the week or something like that. and you think how much you have to earn each day to get that
Yeah.
much, and then
But that was one of the big things when for my GamCare meetings. We had to total how much I've probably lost over the years, and you know, we're not including the money that I've won and put back, but you know we're looking at the best part of 40, 50, probably 60,000 through the years from the age of 16. You know, I've been working in and out throughout my life, and I've got nothing to show for it until I stopped gambling, sort of thing. So that's a year's wage. Just mostly, I'm working to pay for the bookies, really.
Oh, I'm going to ask you a question. What have you gained from not gambling?
Well, so since I stopped gambling, I've got money in my bank, which I've never ever had spare money in my bank. If I've had money in my bank, it's been gambled. You know what I'm saying? For instance, it was my birthday this week, and usually, seeing my birthday a week before payday, I was always waiting until my birthday. I'd have no money, and then whatever I'd get from my birthday card, I'd be straight up the Ladbrokes at the top of the road every birthday. And this time, that never happened. Obviously, I'm getting a bit old now, so I don't get as much money in my card, so it's not worth it. But yeah, I've put my time into going to the gym. It might cost me a bit of money, but I've lost nearly a stone in the space of since October. So you know, I feel better about myself in that. I've put my money to better use. You know, my own downside is time. I have a lot of spare time at the minute because obviously I don't work full time. I'm a part-time worker whilst I'm at university. So you know what university is like. You're there for 15 hours a week and then work on one or two shifts. So time is a big one, but it's try. You know, I still have urges to like, oh, you know what? It's 6:30. You know, I can run down the bookies or something like that, or I can go across the other side of Coventry to a bookies where they don't recognise me and have a little gamble. And it's just that thinking, you know what? No, instead I'm just going to do. You know, I'll go downstairs and I'll make a sandwich. I'll go upstairs. I'll run a bath, and then if I've got work the next day, I'll make sure I leave my wallet behind because I know that the day before I had a little bit of an urge to have a gamble. It's all about putting these blocks in place. Obviously, if you go to GA or you go to these, you know, GamCare things, they'll talk about this triangle, you know, the time, money, and what's the other one?
Time, money, opportunity.
Yeah, time, money, opportunity sort of thing. But yeah, one of the biggest things for me is that, you know, I've been going to football for years, and all my mates knew that I was quite bad at gambling. So luckily, I've got quite good mates that I go to football with where they, you know, they'll put their bets on before they come and meet me. So therefore, you're not getting pissed and going into bookies. That was one of the times when I had a little bit of a slip last year. Well, I had a little bit of a drink after an away day, and I just went into the bookies and lost a couple of £100 sort of thing. So football season's starting again now, so it's just about putting that block in place. You know, trying to only take a certain amount of money. I'm not going to take any bank card. I'm going to ask my girlfriend to transfer me some money, take out that, and then that's it. If I have a blip and then I'll go in the bookies, then that's no more for me. So then that's a deterrent to almost say, don't go in and go in the bookies because you'll have no money for us today. You know, I've done it. I've went to Middlesbrough away with £10 because the day before my mum's given me £100, and I've went up the bookies and spunked it all. I've left myself £12, £10 to get the bus into town, and went all the way up to Middlesbrough and back with a tenner. You know, it's embarrassing having to go to an away day that far from Coventry to Middlesbrough and only have a tenner, you know, and rely on people to buy you drinks all day. You know, I've had years of that, and luckily, you know, this season I'll have the chance to buy my mates a few drinks rather than them having to fund me, which they've had to do for many seasons.
Do normal things. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to catch up on a few messages because they've gone quite crazy. Well, I'm going to start from. Oh, me too. Yeah, feel free. I'll please join you on the vlog. Okay, Tippy, keep going. Hi, Robbie. Nice to message you this week. Does more money increase urges, mate? He's asking you here, Marcus. Does more money increase urges?
Sort of. You know what? Yeah, I've never ever had spare money in my bank, so you know, I find myself sitting at home and I'm looking through like clothing websites to buy clothes that I don't need. I've got enough clothes to last me, you know, for years. Because I've never seen that money before, so I just want to spend it. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to seeing an empty bank account. But the good thing is, any time that I ask for
an amount probably over £20. My girlfriend's questioning. You know, she's learnt before that, you know, she's had my bank account since November, and there was times when I'd lie and I'd say, oh, I need a couple of hundred for this. You know, that was when I had my big flip in January sort of thing. So now she knows, like, oh, hang on a minute, if there's a big amount, I'm gonna ask why you're asking for this amount sort of thing. So who knows? Like I said, I still get the urges to have a little bit of a gamble now and then, but I don't have the money to do it, because even if I was to go in and have a gamble, the most I'd be having is £10, because I physically don't have the access to my money. So I've made sure through giving my bank account to my girlfriend that if I was to have a blitz in the future, that it's as minimal as possible. So there you go.
There is a catch up on a few messages. Thanks for the question there, Mark. I really appreciate that. I've just seen someone. Gary, brilliant, mate. You're going to start saving for an engagement ring and the holidays. Oh, that's amazing. Amazing. I hope it all goes well, buddy. Yeah, I'm 14 years. I'm still waiting for my parole, mate. So good luck. Yeah, it's just everyone talking to each other, and this is what's brilliant to me. Yeah, quite correct, Robbie. Have to live like it's horrible. Totally agree. I'm doing the same and making sure I don't have money with me when I'm not about. That's brilliant, Mark. Fantastic. Love with money and gamble now, and I mean love with my girlfriend. You're doing normal things, Gary, and that's why. Best way to do it is hard for me. I can't walk by a bookcase here and on the way to work. Big Logan, maybe change your route, even if it's a bit longer. Say it's 5 minutes longer on your route. Or you know, like I said before, I had a work placement in Leicester. Nowhere near me, but I made sure before I started that work placement that I googled all the bookies within like a 2 or 3 mile radius, and I just started doing from all them. So you know, I've never set foot in their bookies, but I'm starting doing from them. So it's just a case of if you think you're tempted to go in the bookies, you know, whether self-exclusion works or not, at least it'll be a deterrent for you, because you'll have that anxiety beforehand to say, hang on a minute, I'm going to go in and I might get turned away here, and no, it's that embarrassment beforehand, so it might put you off actually going in. So just self-exclude. Yeah. That's the best way about it. It's like a psychological barrier as well. Obviously, it's the Moses scheme, which is a multi-operator self-exclusion scheme and stuff as well. Probably Sean knows a bit more about it than I do, because I'm coming out from a recovery end and I'm off gambling for a hell of a long time now. But there's always ways and means to that. We've got to make it as difficult as you can to make a bet. Put layer upon layer. Just don't probably rely on just one thing. Get other things as well. So to speak, stick back up again. Darren, that's very good advice. Thank you, the power of the book is arcade when you have cash in pocket, it's just overwhelming. Maybe TZ, we'll talk about timing opportunity again. Try and make it as hard as possible for you to have that bet. If you're walking past the bookies, change your route. I know it sounds daft and illogical, but it might keep you away from that bet for that day.
But yeah, I think from my view personally, yeah. If you were to have a tenner in your pocket, and then you go in and you don't want to, but you end up going into the bookies to spend that tenner, it's just on your walk home, after you've got off the I'm gutted and you lose that money, sit there and think, hang on a minute, what went wrong? Why did I go into there? And then think, what can you do next time? See what I'm saying? Because if you go to GA or Damcare and stuff like that, at the start they might say that, you've got to make sure that you do not gamble, but after a bit you'll realise if you do end up having a gamble, it's not the end of the world. It's learn from your mistakes, and like I said, I've had 2 or 3 blips, and I haven't had a blip since March time now, so I'm doing quite well. But it's just when you leave that bookies and you think, why did I even do that? I remember on the third blip I was in there with £140, and I was sitting there and I weren't even enjoying my time in there. And it was like, and I left and I thought, hang on a minute. It was like I just wanted to lose my money to get out there quickly because I weren't enjoying my time in there. And then you go home and you reflect on it, and you think, what could I do next time? What could I do next time to not go in that bookies? Or what do I do next time I have them urges? So say if you're walking home from work and say, oh, I see a blue sign, and it's going to remind me of William Mill. You know, walk a different way so you don't see that blue sign, because that's why, you know, these bookers have got these bright colours. You know, so you recognise. You know, you could be going past the kebab shop with an luminous green thing, and you think, oh, you know what? There's a PayPal up the road. You know, it's amazing what your mind can link to things, and you know.
That's a good question from Mika. Ever feel happy to be skimmed? In a way.
Well, probably when I was gambling, I'd have that. You know, I was never one of them. I was always one of the ones that I'd lose all my money, and I'd go and sit in my house, and I'd sit in my bedroom, and I'd speak to no one for the rest of the day. And then you'd have that instant, oh, I was gutted about losing that money. And then the next day you wake up and you think, you know what, I'm glad I don't have that money again, because I can't lose it again. And then you get the week before payday and you start getting these urges again, and you can't wait for payday because you can go into the bookies. So I guess once you've lost a big amount of money, you're quite glad that, you know, you are skint because you can't lose it again. But the feeling will come back around that you want to have a gamble again. And, you know.
That's what I was like. I mean, when I first stopped in January 2007, every time payday come around, I was gambling again. And I should have been paying the debt. I had a booklet of debt, a credit card and stuff and all that lot. And I was just trying to win more money and try and like get myself out of shit when I was just delving even more and more in it, basically. But yeah, I'm happy with what I've got now. I'm happy to have a holiday a year, a roof over my head, a job, and raise my family, and I've got my wife as well. And that's all I want. I want to be normal, strive to be normal. We talk about like being high as a kite or low down here. I just want to be in the middle, be boring. I want to be like majority of the population, try it, if so to speak. Okay, Big Ray, I might try and just let the missus give me
Yeah.
perfect for you. I mean, whatever suits you. I mean, at the start for me as well, I had to give all my financials to my wife. It was a massive burden on her, don't get me wrong, but it got us through those urges, and luckily for me, I talk about Boxing Day a lot. She'd ask me 20 quid for the day when she went down south to see her family and stuff and all that, and I really wanted to gamble. If I had my card on me, I think I probably would have, but I had that little 20 quid on me, and I was like, what am I going to do with that? Then I decided to order Chinese and spent that money. I really wanted to gamble, but got me through that day. So pocket money really does help at the start, from my own experience, so to speak, and guessing from Sean's experience as well.
Yeah, it's helped me a lot, you know. I remember times when my mum used to say to me, oh, here's a tenner, go up and get me some milk. And then I remember there was one time I went up to the bookies. I don't know what I was going to try and win with a tenner. You know, looking back at it now, you think, what can you possibly win with £10 that is life changing? And I remember I went up to Ladbrokes on the way to the shop, and then I had to go back home to my mum, and I even made up a ridiculous lie that I got mugged on the way to the shop, because I couldn't be arsed saying, oh, I just went up the bookies and gambled it. You know, it's them sort of lies that you tell, and it's a nightmare.
Yeah, Darren, I will invite you on, mate. It just depends where we live, doesn't it, really? I'll try and do as much as I can in the middle. Sean, just want to put your Twitter.
Yeah, my Twitter is Sean Moore with 2 underscores. Every time I try to put it on the previous links, it doesn't work, because obviously the underscore, so it just links my, you know, Sean Moore sort of thing. But yeah, Sean Moore with double underscore, and that's my Twitter. I don't really tweet about the whole gambling thing because, you know, when I first sought help, I had one of these anonymous Twitter accounts, and it didn't really work for me because, you know, I thought, you know, if you're gonna seek help gambling, why still hide behind an anonymous screen? So I got rid of that, and I talk a little bit every now and then on my Twitter account, but it's not solely devoted to gambling sort of things. So feel free to DM me, but you won't see many tweets about gambling because, you know, although I've come on this vlog, you know, I like to keep myself pretty, you know, private sort of thing. Obviously I work for the NHS and I go to university, so I have a lot of prying eyes on my social media accounts from both sides, so I don't like to.
And that's fair enough. It's whatever you're comfortable with, Sean, at the end of the day. Let me just catch up. Come on. Yeah, I'll have you on, Mika. I'll have Darren on as well. Alfreton, not too far away, from about 20-minute drive. Southampton. Like I say, I'm in the Midlands, so I'll probably come as far south as probably Leicester, Northampton, and as far north as Sheffield, probably, even Leeds at a push for like, and I'll go across the Midlands to do one, so to speak. Gary, Gambling used to be my garden, let's take this demo cat. Yeah, I mean, you've got to change your mindset, haven't you, Gary? And from, like you say, you're 2 months cleaner and you've got a totally different mindset, looking to marry your missus.
Yeah, the one thing that you'll see on Twitter is you see all these people counting down the days. Oh, I've been so many days without gambling. That never really worked for me. I mentioned on the previous blog of Andy's where I count the money in my bank account. You know, I've never had that money before, so I know that if I've got a lot of money, I'm doing well. You know, and you know, it might not seem a lot of money to most people, but to me, it's massive. So that's how I know that I'm doing well, not gambling. Is I've got money in my bank, so I don't. You know, I'm not into this whole I'm 33 days without gambling sort of stuff like that. If you were to ask me when was the last day I'd a bet, you know, not having these lapses, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I just know it's a good couple of months, and that worked for me because I just feel like if you're counting these days, you know, it's sort of like it's a psychological thing, and you know, say if you were to get to 99 days and you're 1 day away from 100, and then all of a sudden you find yourself going into bookies, that's gonna be detrimental to your mental health. You know, it's gonna absolutely, like, you know, it's not gonna be good. So that's why I don't do this whole counting day thing.
I know today. I mean, I know some people like who love to do it in the days. I like remembering my day, obviously, my day in the last bet, because it's quite a massive part of my recovery. But as Sean says, everyone's different. Everyone's got different ways of recovery. I'll never tell people what to do, etc., anything like that. So good catch up again. Time and boredom is a real burden. Totally agree, Mark. Yeah, like I say, I like to get as many on as possible. Steak, Gary, that's good, mate. I can quite happily come up to steak one day. Don't serve me chips like everyone eats some steak.
Well, you don't really want to go to steak. You don't want to go to steak.
I'm sure he's taking a bit to Gary. But no, I know what you're saying. Yeah, mate, it's only come playing last night, wasn't nice. But that's good, Logan. You've had decent reaction there. I mean, it's not always free. You can't guarantee the reaction, but it must have felt a bit of a wash off your shoulders when you told them. I mean, how did you feel when you told your missus?
Well, you know, I've hid it for years. You know, I think my mum and my family have had like inklings for years, because I make a little sly comment like, "Oh, where have you been? You've been at the bookies," or something like that. So I think they've got. I've never told my mum about, you know, how much I've lost and stuff like that. You know, she's not stupid. She obviously knows, because I've worked for years. I've not had a pot to piss in, if you must. But you know, to my girlfriend, it was a hard thing, because you know, I'm sort of punching well above my weight. So then to have a sort of a gambling addiction in the background, it was sort of like, oh shit, what am I doing here? You know, I've got a bird that like I shouldn't be with, because she's way too good for me, and then I'm hiding the gambling addiction behind. And then it was that anxiety of telling her, oh, I've got no money for Christmas, but it had to be done. You know, I couldn't magic money from anywhere. You know, it was one of them. It was the day before. It was massive. It was like, I've got to say it, but I can't, and I had to sleep on it. And I woke up next morning, I was like, you know what, I've got to go through with this, because you know, if I don't, then you know, that could be the end of my relationship. And you go to these gam care meetings, and you find a lot of people, because they don't want to tell their girlfriend, they're losing relationships because they're hiding the gambling addiction. And you know, I reckon it's one of the hardest things to do is to tell a loved one that you know how much. Well, I don't think my girlfriend knows to this day how much I've actually lost throughout the years. She just knows I've lost a bit here and there, sort of thing. But it was very hard, but it's very rewarding since. And she's been probably the main reason why I've done so well at the minute.
Right, I'm probably going to wrap it up soon, because we've only got 2 hours free party on here.
Yeah.
We're going to get conked for about 15-20 quid otherwise.
Yeah.
But it's brilliant to have Sean on. It's really great to have him on.
We're doing a couple more minutes and then...
Yeah, I'm just going to probably tie it up now. It's great to have you all on. I really appreciate it. How have you found it, Sean?
Yeah. Not going to lie, it was a bit nerve-wracking driving up the M69 thinking, oh, I'm going to have all these strangers on the internet criticising me. But you've all been right. You've listened to my story, sort of thing. I can see on my Twitter that a few of my mates have been watching it as well. So I wonder what their view is. I recommend it for future people because, like, you know, when Andy messaged me and said, I've got this idea, do you fancy doing it? I thought, you know what? I've been watching his vlogs. His story, it's got similarities, but it's not, you know, word for word match. So me coming on, me telling my story, me telling you how I deal with it, maybe one of you watching it might think, there you go, that clicks with me, and you know you'll do what you got to do. I recommend anyone in the West Midlands to get onto Aquarius through GamCare. Go onto GamCare and say, look, I've tried this, I've tried that. Don't say it's your first time because they'll fob you off. Say you've tried this and you've tried that and you need help ASAP, and they'll put you in touch with Aquarius. And you know, they've only got it in Solihull and Birmingham, but if you don't mind travelling, it works. The people there are good, and hopefully it works for you. If not, you can try GA like Andy.
Yeah. We're all different, as I say, and it's been fabulous to have Sean on.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. I'm glad his mates have been watching as well. And as Darren says, you should be proud of
Cheers,
yourself. Amazing. So I'm going to wrap it up now. Just to let you know, I won't be around next Sunday. It's going to be one. I'm going to have a week off because I need a holiday. I'm going to have a holiday. I'm going to try and just have a week off, if that's okay. I'm going to have a pre-record vlog out either Tuesday or Wednesday and meet with somebody else who's going to share the story a bit like Sean. And obviously on the 11th of August I'm going to have Mark on. I'm going to have Mr. Pickering on as well, so we'll kind of like do more of this, and hopefully I'll get more people on live. It's fantastic to have everyone on. So my name's Andy and I'm a compulsive gambler.
I'm Sean, I'm a compulsive gambler.
Thank you very much for being on, I really appreciate it.
Nice one, cheers.